The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend.
For my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Washington Redskins. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. 6 yards. 52. And we're rotating. Jumping. Over. Watch out.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Check 6 guys. Mike 55. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 25, check 25.
A first carry now for Thompson. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long.
Check your hot read. 61. Match box. Right. Exit. Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. Know your job. Hey, switch gears. Kill.
Now Haskins, third and long. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
It's caught here by Adams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Rodgers. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Forced out to his left. Got a man, that's Quinn. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Check swing. Crunch.
Here's Haskins to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. An 18-yard touchdown grab, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. He's going to get it running right. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being...
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Jonathan Allen in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And this will remain a scoreless game. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, and we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but it'll be 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10 now, Haskins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
Let's go.
Third and 2. Now Haskins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Haskins on first down. Got him in on the right sideline. It's Quinn. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's Geis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Here we go, D. Mike.
Now Haskins to throw on second down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Preston Smith gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still third and long. We're scoreless after 1.
No score.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he's got Quinn here. That's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Trey Quinn, 30 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that's complete to Lewis. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
13 yards, first down, Packers.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Matthew Ioannidis able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You gotta get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Ball trot.
On first down, it's Haskins. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get that to Bryce Love out of the backfield. And now it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Hey, come on. Coming to you. Coming to you. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
I'm here all day. Mike.
On 3rd and 2, Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Here we go. Here we go.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta.
Get that quarterback, D.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it's a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Packers' 16-yard line.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
Out of the gun, Geis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. '55's my guy. 55. I'm ready to go.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Ioannidis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers gets this out to Saquon Barkley.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
319. 55. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matthew Ioannidis getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And taken right at the 35. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range. Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? To throw is Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Throwing now is Rodgers. Toward the pylon, caught. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room. And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game. We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is fielded at the 27. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Let's go now.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Second down, Haskins. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Bandit. Shift.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
That's it. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Sponge. No.
On second down, here's Haskins. Complete. Richardson has it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
On first and 10, it's Haskins. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
He's coming. We got double screen. No, check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game.
Where's 52? Watch 52.
On second and goal, Haskins flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? They run with Geis, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on third down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 7 yards there and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On third down, Barkley. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Here we go on fourth down with Rodgers. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Here's Rodgers to throw. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
All day. Every day. Any day. 55.
Rodgers throwing again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Looking to throw on second down. Haskins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Brings up third and 6.
The Redskins on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6.
Check 13. Check 13. 81. Check home. Go. 31.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Richardson. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37th. Gain of 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Man up, D. Man up, D.
Again, a run with Thompson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Open man is Quinn. He completes it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here we go. Here we go. Time to end it. It's going to be a long, it's going to be a long day. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike. Hey, Mike, up. 10. Under 10. 10. Shut up.
From midfield now, Haskins. The throw taken in by Sims. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. But look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers lets this one rip toward Graham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen as a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Rodgers now to throw. It's caught here by Adams. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Throwing on second and long. Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Monte Nicholson picks it, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
You got nothing. Come on. Check 99. Check 99.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll turn to Thompson, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Rodgers. To throw again. And that's complete to Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Throwing is Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Mike, 55. Check. 55.
Here's Rodgers. Going to throw again. He's going to let it fly. This is caught. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 56 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. They're all finished in the bout down in Houston, and the lead has gotten even bigger. The Texans have got it in cruise control right now. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
All day, just like that, just like that.
And a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit. But they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Redskins as we say so long from FedEx Field.